Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is Sunday, June 26, 2022, and I wanted to do a WIPs UFO, a little bit of sew-in chat, and just tell you all what a crazy week it's been. It's been fun, it's been exciting, but I wanted to hop in and just give you a weekly roundup first, and then I'll go through a whole lot of stuff. Kim, thank you for joining me today. Goody Goods Beth, thank you so much, sweetheart. I loved your live last night. I didn't comment a whole lot, but just sitting there watching, it was a blast. Patty G, thanks for joining as well. I greatly appreciate it. My weekend review of the state, I'm going to show you a few little gifts that I got while I was there. And I'll just do that real quick. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see real clear. I'm trying to get it so that there's no glare. But let me show you. This was gifted to me by this year's president. And that was my year of state where that was all of my officers. So that was a blessing. Then I was, if you didn't see in the videos, I was awarded the governor of Maryland a citation. And that's pretty cool. So that's for my year of service as president to the Ladies Auxiliary to the Maryland State Firemen's Association. And during the COVID pandemic, I lost a very, very dear friend to cancer. She fought for 7 years, and her family blessed me with some of her Lonneberger baskets. So this is one of them, and they see my channel as well, so I wanted to make sure that I showed my appreciation for what they've blessed me with, because I would get down and spend weekends with her and stuff, and we just had a blast. But is this not cool? And just to know that her little hands touched it, and she had her jewelry in it and stuff, that means the world to me to have some of her with me. And are these not adorable? And this is a necklace she made me. She made jewelry. So I stuck it in here because I'm so afraid of breaking it. I've wore it for 7 years as I was going through the state. Anytime I'm really missing her, I put it on. So I'm going to leave it in her little jewelry container. I just think that that's just the perfect place for it. So let me move these out of the way. And then one of the state officers, she knows I love quilting. So let me throw this up here and show you. Now, we did these on someone else's live, and she saw it, so she made me one. And I just thought that was just so cute that she cared enough to bring me something like that to the convention. So let me move these up here out the way. And then I'll go over what all's transpired this week that made it really, really crazy. Good morning around to it. Good morning, Tracy. Thursday, the president of my organization a roadway, and someone hit her, physically hit her. She was in a crosswalk, hit her, and I met the ambulance and things at the hospital, and then she was transferred to a trauma center in Morgantown, West Virginia, where she still is. She had a lot of broken bones. Her back was broke, her pelvis is broke, so she spent the week there, and she was supposed to be traveling with me and one of my other auxiliary members, but she's doing better. She was moved to a rehabilitation center yesterday in Morgantown. That way she's closer to the hospital. So if anyone would like to mail cards, I know you don't know her, but when you're down and out and you're feeling really alone and you're away from home by an hour, hour and a half, sometimes cards will lighten your day. So my fire department, Bowling Green Volunteer Fire Department, has agreed that we can mail cards there instead of her home, because I don't want to give her home address out, but I'm going to say it in the video. 12400 McMullen Highway. Her name was Mary Carr, and we're taking cards at our fire hall, Bowling Green Volunteer Fire Department. So if anyone would like to mail just a little pick-me-up card or whatever, that would be great. She'd greatly appreciate it. And that was on Thursday. Friday, I traveled to the beach, set up the condo, and had a little bit of beach time. And that was our warmest day while I was there. And that was, honestly, we hit like 75 degrees. We thought we were really blessed. It was a beautiful day. Saturday, we had our president's dinner, and I did post a short video clip of that. That was pretty fun. And Sunday was our memorial service. We honored all of our fallen for 2020, which was my year, through 2022. And it was the longest memorial service that we had. We honored a lot of line of duty deaths as well, people that we'd lost in service to COVID. Monday, we did opening ceremonies, held our normal business, and I put up a short video clip of the opening ceremonies because I'm a bagpiper. I love to hear the music, so I tried to share that, but I think some of our videos might have got muted or something. Oh no, so sorry for her. Yeah, she was, it's a bad accident. She's doing better, but she's got a lot of rehabilitation to do. And Wednesday, we did our business meeting, did our $10,000 raffle, and I've posted all those winners as well. Thursday, it was so cold down there, we couldn't really enjoy it and rainy, so I went ahead and just traveled home Thursday evening real late. And Friday, my husband and I, we got unpacked, and I did my normal mail like everybody else. So, that kind of rounded out everything. But I want to show you a couple things that one of my moderators, love her to pieces, Colleen, she mailed me this, and she knew I was having a pretty rough week. The girl that I took with me was having a hard time being away from home. Our auxiliary president and her are very, very, it's like a mother-daughter situation, and she was really struggling. So I went ahead and took her with me, and she had a rough time, and so we just made it the best we could and come home. So then I'm going to do a happy mail opening. I was watching Yvette Renee, and my space here, since we did a lot of moving things around, is pretty limited. So I asked her where she got this item, and she told me she used to sell them in her shop, but it's going to come in quite handy, and I'll be able to take it to the quilt retreat as well and be able to utilize my space there. But wait till you see it. It's so stinking cute. It's a Susan Daly rotating cutting mat. Oh my goodness. So I'll be able to sit that here and just be able to, instead of standing and maneuvering and trying to figure out what I'm doing, I'll be able to just sit this right on this mat and be able to move, streamlining through my cutting. So she told me that's the best way to do it, so that's what I'm going to do. Good morning, Melissa. Thanks for joining me. So we've got through the Happy Mail. I showed you all the gifts. I quilted up yesterday the, let me show you these. These are really cute. They turned out really nice. My Independence Day. This one's going to go on my coffee table in my living room. So all I have to do is bind that up, and I'll do that today at some point. This one's going to be my door hanger. But the quilting, I love the long arm. I wasn't sure at first, but I'm telling you right now, I love it. Love the free floating that I can do on it. It turned out really nice. Is this your first rotating cutting mat? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I like the idea of, instead of me moving stuff, I'll be able to spin it. I had a square one that I had bought back when I first began, but the lines, it didn't work very well. It was square and stuff. Let me go up through here. I want to make sure I don't miss anyone because I don't want to be rude. Tracy at Sojourney. Colleen is a sweetheart. That's wonderful of Colleen. She just knew I was having a really hard week, and I was talking to Kim and Melissa and Colleen pretty much the whole trip. They kept me grounded, and when I was having a hard minute, we shot messages back and forth and they brought me through a hard time down there. Good morning, everyone. Please remember to give Donna a thumbs up. Thank you. And let me see. Patty G, I answered you. Mary, hello. I love the patriotic. I got that off of Colleen. Loved it. And not Colleen and Courtney, I'm sorry, of Pieces, Love, and Quilting. It turned out really good. Brenda, I love my So Dilly mat. I've started using those little offa mats on it to preserve it. I'll have to think of that too. Patty G, you're going to love it. I can't wait. I'll be fooling with it a little bit. But then I also quilted up this one, and thank goodness one of my subscribers noticed I had this block in backwards, and I didn't even notice. So thank goodness I look at all my comments and respond, because I was like, I don't know what she's talking about. So I messaged the girls, and they looked back in the video because I couldn't pull it up from down where I was, and by gosh I did. So when I got home, that was on my to-do list. Ripped it out and fixed it, and I'm so thankful. I did not write down who told me, but if they see the video, they know who they are, and I greatly appreciate it. I'll bind all that up and get it done. Then last night I joined my family, and we watched my granddaughters. They did their dance recital to end out their year, and that was really special. It was about 3.5 hours long, but it was just really fun. So for my Sunday roundup, I've set up all my binding on my projects, and I showed you that. Showed you what Colleen sent me. If I get a chance at the end, I'm going to go ahead and bind them while we talk. If not, that's okay too. I wanted to remind everybody that tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m., if you're not busy, you're going to want to jump on. I'm doing my live interview with Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creations. Stephanie Stitches of Together We Sew is going to be joining me. I'm going to do the interview, and then we're going to kick off a large project, and I have that here. We've dubbed the name of it the Traveling Quilt, because what we're doing is pulling all the subscribers who want to join. We're pulling them in with us, and it's going to kick off during the interview. When I say during the interview that we're going to go ahead and kick it off, at that time I'm going to announce, and my moderators are going to drop the email link. But you have to, basically you just email me and request a block while I'm live. My husband's going to be checking the emails and things, and we're going to work, and by midnight we should have everybody their blocks. Our goal is to do one quilt. If we get 2, we're blessed, and if we get 3, we're really lucky. But the way this is going to work, in case you haven't saw any of the videos, Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creation put out a little video yesterday. Then Stephanie has also put out a video, but what we're asking for is we're going to do 36 blocks per quilt. They're going to be made, for you guys, they're going to be 10.5 inches. When they go into the quilt, they're going to finish at 10. Let me see, I want to just do this. Solid white background is our only requirement. You can use whatever fabric choice you like. This is your chance to showcase how you quilt and things. None of the blocks are really hard, but if you're a new beginner and you're interested in joining, we'd love to have you. Let me see here. I want to get the dates. That's really important as well. If you have any questions for Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creation, you can email them to me today, and I'll print those off so I can add those to the interview. It's at Donna@handmadebyying.com. I'm figuring about 7:45-ish to 8 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and kick off the traveling quilt. But you're also going to let me know in the comments that you sent an email. That way, it'll give us all a chance to be there and see how many we have. And let me see. The next time that we'll come back together for the traveling quilt is Sunday, July the 10th. We're going to do what we're dubbing it as a roundup. And we're just going to open the envelopes live. I'll sew them up, and Kathy and Stephanie will be talking to you while I'm doing that. And I'll have my design wall behind me, and as I finish them, we're going to just leave that right behind me so that when I'm doing my lives, as we're building the quilts, you're going to be able to see them. The only thing, it's going to be included in your email that when you mail me back your block, because everything's going to be done email, but you're going to have to mail me your block back, that on the outside of the envelope, you write, we're going to have them all labeled when they come to you. It's going to be like a Q1, so I know your block's going to go into quilt 1. And then I'll know that all you have to do is put a Q1, Q2, or Q3, because that's going to be our limit of quilts. Sunday, July 17th on my channel, Sunday, July 31st on my channel. That's when we're going to be putting it all together. August the 7th on my channel. Hopefully by then, that's when we've got them all in. Anybody that asks for a block and we can't send you one because we've met our quota, I'm calling you angels, because life happens and things happen. So what we're going to do is put you in the wings, per se, and if someone emails us that they just can't do the block or whatever, we're going to throw that block out to the next one that we're calling angels, so that you'll have a chance to get those back to us as well. Soon as each quilt's put together, I'm going to start mailing the quilts straight away to Stephanie, so that she can get them long armed. She's going to long arm them live, and we're going to be there with her and talk through the chat as she's doing that. So that's going to be about a 2-week turnaround. Pending whatever her schedule is, she'll let us know. Then we're going to end off on September the 11th, how fitting, at 6 o'clock on Kathy's channel, where she's going to bind them up, and then we're going to announce where we're going to donate these to. So if you have an idea of a donation spot, please put it in the chat. I'll write it down. Kathy's asking the same thing. Mary, what are you confused about, sweetheart? If I'm talking too fast, I can slow it down. But these dates are in the description box below, and all the information is as well. But this officially kicks off tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's our way of bringing our subscribers in. We do ask, if you can, please subscribe to all 3 channels so you're not missing anything, and it helps each of us out as we're building this. Also, I bought my long arm, well, Joe bought my long arm from Sewing Solutions, and I'm really pushing them because they've got fabric, they've got so many things. So this is also in the description box as well. They're in Bedford. It's not very far from us. So let me read what, good morning. So we are making a block at home with white background and sending them to Donna. 10.5, we need to sign up by email. Yes, Terry, but that email we will, tomorrow night during the live interview with Kathy and Kathy's Q Creation, that's where we're going to be able to announce, okay, we're opening up the email, so that way everybody's on the same playing field, because the goal is we get enough for 1 quilt. If we get 2, we're going to be blessed, and if we get 3, we're really lucky. So we're going to announce it during the live with Kathy, that you can go ahead and start emailing, and we're going to take them in the order that they're time stamped. And as soon as I get off the live, I'll sit with my husband, and we're going to start shooting the blocks straight back to you. So that way you'll have your block. I'm going to have them numbered, and then I'll go live the next morning, Tuesday, and I'll announce who has what block. That way, if you watch the video, and I'm telling you, I'm going to use Melissa as an example. I say block 1, quilt 1, Melissa, you have block 3 and it's named Star. So she's going to check her email to make sure she's got it. If she doesn't, she's going to email me or message me and let me know, hey, I didn't get that email, because I don't want her sitting there waiting. So it makes it just so much easier. Everything's going to be done by email, but we're not opening up the the quilt blocks until tomorrow during the live. I want to make sure that I get this live interview in, and then we're going to kick it off as a joint sew along with all of us. And I think that's going to be really cute. Do you send the block pattern? Yes, in the email when I respond back to you, I'm going to send you the address for mailing the blocks back, the finished. I'm going to send you the instructions as far as, say, your quilt 1. I'm going to say, please mark your envelope quilt 1. I don't need to know the block, just like the name of the block would be a blessing, because otherwise I'm going to have to sort through. But I want to put them in order in the way they come. There's going to be no rhyme or reason, but as they come, if it's in stack 1 and it says quilt 1, it's going to have to go in that quilt, because there's 36 blocks that we've picked. So it's going to go into 3 different quilts. So block 1's going to be sent out 3 separate times, but we're going to go 1 through 36, 1 through 36, 1 through 36. The only requirement is solid white, no white on white. They finish on your end at 10.5. The directions will show you a picture of what it's supposed to look like. Let me see. This way I can show you. And I'm just picking one. I'm just pulling one to show you. Like, you're going to get a front picture of what it's supposed to look like. Then on the back, it's going to give you all your directions, and all you have to do is go to where the number is, and you're looking for the 10. We're only going to do one at a time, and one block only at this time. And then if we see that someone requests like maybe 2 or something, just say that if you need to fill a slot, like when you respond with your email, that you would be willing to do one extra if need be, then we'll do you as a regular block, but then add you in as an angel block builder as well if we need to. So that's a good question, and I appreciate you, Mary, for asking. It's just going to be fun. That way, when these quilts are donated, my husband is going to work up a way to, when we showcase it and as the binding's going on, everybody that participates, it's going to have your name, and it's going to have the block you did and the quilt you were in. That way, it's our way of tying everything together. A letter is going to be submitted, and it's going to have everybody's name that had hands in that quilt, and everybody's going to know what charity it's going to, and they'll be mailed out on that Monday. So, not Monday, I'm sorry, she's sewing them up on a Monday, so they'll go out on Tuesday. So, they'll go to the charity, and whenever one of us, anytime you do a charity, they always send you a note back. So all 3 of us will be announced in that as well. So that's just a little something that we could share with you. But let me see. Oh, I want to make sure I'm getting everything that I wanted to. Colleen was great for me while I was away. I couldn't find my Beautiful Day mystery box. It was supposed to release while I was away, and Colleen was watching like a hawk for me, and she found it. You spelled it exactly right, Tracy. It's Mary, M-A-R-Y, Carr, C-A-R-R. It's going to be Mary Carr in care of Bowling Green, VFD, and the address is 12400 McMullen Highway. Let me put that in here in case anybody can't see it, and then you'll have it. So that's the address, but it's going to be going to our firehouse. So that way you have that information. If anybody wants to send a card, I know it would mean the world to her. She's having a rough time, as one would expect. But back to Colleen. She found the quilt block. It was released yesterday. So I went ahead and pulled my fabrics. I haven't cut them yet, but this is what I'm going to use for the last 4 blocks. I'm doing it's a light purple. Then this one's like a little light teal, and then this one has more of a green to it, and this one's a peach. But I'll work on that this week, so I'll have that under my video for next week. Let me see. Colleen, everyone's favorite mod. Absolutely. Let me see. Oh, I gotta show you this too. Everybody's been talking about the scrappy quilt project that we're doing with Sean, the guy who sews, and some other content creators. That is coming up, and we're going to finish it off. Everybody was told in the beginning there's 5 of us. Melissa, if you can drop all 5 names, I'd appreciate it. I believe it's Melissa, Practically Creative, Beth of Goody Goods, Sean, the guy who sews, myself, and I feel like I'm missing someone. Fallon Quilts, if I've got all that. But anyway, we're going to meet on Sean's channel at 3 o'clock on the 23rd of July, and everybody's going to bring their projects, however much they've gotten done. But he said we could work along the way from the time he gave us the little quilt mission. It can be any size we wanted to do. So for mine, I did little video clips all the way through, just because time constraints with it being summertime and having grandkids. I got to do a little bit of working ahead. So what I did was I did a video on the project itself, did a video on picking the fabric, did one on cutting the fabric, did one on building a block, build one on cutting the block, and then my design wall at that time was over here in front of the windows, and I laid everything out however we wanted it. So before I left on vacation, or vacation, whatever, I went ahead and sewed it up and put it on the long arm, because I needed to have some project ready when the long arm came. So with that being said, mine is all ready. All I have to do while they're all sewing theirs together is do the binding. So I've picked the binding, and it's a scrappy one, but it's gonna blend really well. But it's so cute. I told my granddaughter Bebe I wanted to learn how to do my laser. So it's really cute what she did. She drew me a picture, and she wanted me to try to laser a picture. I thought she was going to draw me a flower or a bird or something so I could practice. But this is what she drew me for me to put on the quilt, because it's going to be her quilt for the catnapper recliner. So is that not stinking cute? Now imagine, I've never did laser work. So her best friends, I watch her during the week as well. She wanted to be on the quilt as well, because they're going to put it in their little girl cave out here. So this is what it turned out like. And trust me when I say I need a lot of practice, but the girls are going to love it when they see it. They haven't seen it yet, because I quoted it up last night. This message held for review. Let me see. I want to make sure. I thought I laid it out right, but it's too stinking cute not to share with you, is why I'm doing this. And I'm hoping you'll be able to see it clear. But doing the laser. Now you got to remember what the pictures look like. Okay. This is this picture. It's got the heart, it's got the cats, it's got the ice cream cone, and it's got her bunny rabbit. Then over on this one, I'm trying to show it to you upside down. That's why it looks funny. Let me turn it around. But given the pictures I had to work with, you can imagine. But the girls had fun doing it. Let me see if I can find it here in the camera. Okay, now you can see what it is. So this is supposed to be Papa and Ying, then Mommy and Daddy, then Bebe, and then this is all of the pets that we have in the house. So I think because it came out on the light, you might not be able to see it too swell. But it was just really cute to see how that would turn out. So I'm not throwing them on the floor, I'm just laying it there. But going from what I had to work with and following the laser light, it's kind of neat. Just something different. I love emojis too, sweetheart. Donna, what is the laser? Does it stitch from the picture? What it is it's the easiest way to put it. Like on the back handlebars of the long arm, we ordered the black table that goes with it, so I can lay a pantograph across the back end of it, and it lays flat. You just secure it. I don't have any yet. I'm going to be ordering them, but I want to talk to a couple of the long armors to find out what's better to use. But anyway, picture this as the laser, and it's hooked to the back arms of the quilting machine next to the stitch regulator. So the light's pointing down on your paper, and say this is your quilt. Your quilt's in the front, but here's your laser. So whatever that picture is, you're taking that laser light and you're trying your best to stay in that whatever design it is. And then when you can't see it from the front because you're working from the back. So when you get to the front, it's like a surprise. But going from the pictures I had, the girls are going to love it. And I just know it's going to be a fun thing to learn how to use. And the girls love it. They haven't seen it, but they were excited that they could put their finishing touches on it. You're doing a pantograph. Cool. Yeah, that's what I did. But it was the girls' designs, as you can see. This is one, and this is the other. But those designs actually, when you're following with the laser light, everything, you're just sewing. Like, her mommy has long hair, so I had to keep just going up and down, making lines. And I didn't write anybody's names. There's just no way I could write the names like she wanted, but she'll be happy with that. So I just thought it was a fun way to do a scrappy project, and that's what I ended up doing. I loved you girls last night, Melissa and Goody Goods. Yeah, I'm an overachiever. I just work ahead. But it was just funny, you know what I'm saying? Because we're all the only guidelines we were given was use your scraps, any size, any pattern you want, or make up your own. So that's what I've been doing the last several weeks. So I'll be able to watch the chat and do my bonding while you guys are all sewing. So it'll be kind of neat. I think he said he allotted like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I know I'm a slow sewer, so there was no way I was going to be able to get all my blocks built. So that's what I got done there. And then I showed you the box opening from Open Gates before I left. I've got everything pressed out and ready to go. And I've got, this week my goal is I want to do a video for this. I know other ones are way ahead of me on it because I'm a late start with this, but I went ahead and have the 2 small projects all pinned and ready to go. So I'll do one video of everything coming together. And I did not use the same fabric that Monique did, but I did use her bonus fabric because blues are honestly my favorite color. I got to read this pattern. These are all done, starched up, and ready to go. So I did that last night. So that'll be ready this week. So my goal is to do my coriander, beautiful day, get that done, do the video for open gates, and then that'll round out this week. I wanted to go over real quick about the interviews for July. So we've got a pre-record yet for the Independence Day. We're closing out June with Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creation and doing the quilt kickoff. So July the 4th, that's going to be a family day. July the 7th, if you just want to save those dates, it's kind of cool. Melissa, Colleen, and I are joining up, and we're doing a quilt project. It's from the 3 Yard Quilts. So we're going to be doing that on the 7th, the 14th, and the 21st. We're going to do the first one on my channel from noon to 2. We're going to do the second one on the 14th on Melissa's channel, noon to 2. And then we're going to finish off our project on Colleen's channel, noon to 2. So if you're not busy that day and you want to hop on, that would be great to join us. The next thing I have is on the 9th, I am interviewing Tracy of the Sewing Channel at 7 o'clock. That's going to be a fun interview. Yes, I have the book handy. I just got to find the right tub. Okay, this is what, oh my goodness, got itchy nose. Okay, this is what we're doing. It's called the Time Machine. And this is, I want to open it up. That way you're going to see. Easy Does It 3 Yards by Donna Robertson. If you already have the book, I'm going to give you the number. It's 031950. You can do it along with us. That would be fabulous. And the goal is we're going to do not just one of the quilts, but do these sew-alongs. And I think it's fun. But like I said, the first one's going to be the Time Machine. The next one Melissa will pick out. And the third one Colleen will pick out. So we can just have fun with it. I've got mine pre-cut and ready to go for whenever we get together on the 7th. Mine's starched and ready to go, and I'm using Hoffman fabrics. So that one I cut before I left. Amy C., which 3 Yard quilts are you doing? I have fabric set aside to make some 3 Yard quilts. I hope that helped you. Oh yeah, I think I have that book. You are welcome to join us. That would be fun, because I also started a Facebook page that says Handmade by Ying, let's share. So anybody that does any projects, it doesn't have to be this, it's whatever you're working on in your own life, feel free to share it. That way we can all see what each other's doing. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I cut mine, and honestly, I can, out of the 3 yards, I always keep the fabric. Which color tub is that? I think I only had, let me see. This is all the fabric that I had left from that 3 yards. So I'd say she does a very good pattern. And it's very well written, you know what I mean? So easy to follow. And then I cross-reference with the picture as well to make sure that it's going to come out right. So that's my July lineup. Then my August, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to give you my dates in case you don't have them for August. I'm doing Stephanie, mid-arm of a long arm quilter, 7 o'clock on the 1st of August. Tucker Nace on the 8th at 7. Then you're going to want to bring your coffee and have fun. Because on August the 15th, I'm going to have Cindy Rang of the Fabric Patch join us. Now, how great is that? Did you cut your binding already? I do my binding, and it's not just for this, Melissa. Anytime I have leftover fabric, I have pre-made binding, and I keep it in a drawer. But this is just one that I pulled and it's already ready to go. And it's 1 1/4. The 100th proof quilter on the 22nd. Tea quilts on the 29th. And you'll see all the girls will be dropping those as well as we go forward. I also have a special guest on August the 6th. Monique Jacobs from Open Gates. She's going to be my special guest. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. So I think that pretty well rounds out Donna's crazy week and everything that we're doing. The fabric patch, it is going to be fun. I know for sure it's going to be Cindy. I'm not sure about any of her kids, but the offer's been extended for whoever she wants to bring with her. It's going to just be a lot of fun. Terry, Donna, I know Stephanie from Stephanie Stitches has a place to donate quilts. She speaks about it often if you're looking. She's involved in this, Terry. Each one of us content creators are going to pick one of the charities. So since Kathy of Kathy's Q Creation, we know which 3 that we would like, but we also want to hear from you guys, and we're going to just research a little bit over the next month or so and see what fits. I don't have that book, but I'll watch and follow along. Okay, Kim. I will take care of that on my end. But that's a good book, and it's just going to be a good, fun sew along. If you like 3-yard cut quilts, and it's going to finish up, let me see, 44 by 58. So it's a nice size lap throw when it's done. So I think that's going to be really fun. So I don't even know how long I've been on. I don't want to keep you all too long. But if anyone has any questions, go ahead and ask me now. I can stay on a bit and go ahead and do my binding and chat with you, or we can go ahead and end it now and I can do my binding, and then I'm going to have a pool day with all of my grands. So we do not... I can't make out what you're saying, Terry. I don't know what QAYG is. 3-yard quilts are a great size for hospital stays. Absolutely. And if my friend Mary is still in, this will be going to her while she's in the rehab center. Quilt as you go. So we do not have quilt as you go or blocks. No, you don't quilt them. They're going to come to me. I'm going to sew them together. When the quilt top is made, as I finish each one, I'm going to be mailing them to Stephanie at Stephanie Stitches Together We Sew. When she quilts them up, she's going to do those live. The quilts will be packaged up again, and they'll be mailed to Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creation. We're going to meet her on her channel September the 11th and talk why she's binding them up. And as soon as she's finished binding them, she's going to announce who her charity of choice is going to be. Stephanie's going to announce hers, and if we get 3, I'll pick one. So it's just a good way for all of us to give back. I didn't know what that meant, Brenda or Terry. I'm sorry. The prints, I'm just kind of like, I don't know what you mean. But thanks for sharing that. I can't wait to see the finished quilt. It's going to be a lot of fun. And everybody has such amazing taste. So it doesn't matter if you live in the country, out of the country, wherever you live, everybody's included. You just need to give me your email when you respond you want a block, and then you have to be able to get it back to me in a timely fashion, because we've only got that 4-week window that we'll be able to get them done and get them to Stephanie before she can quilt them up. So I think it's been a good sit and chat and explain. You handle... Oh, Brenda, that's so cute. I have 4 grandchildren. And my oldest 3 call me Nana. But my youngest one, she was born the year I went in as state officer for the Maryland State Firemen's Association, Ladies Auxiliary. My phone never stopped ringing. So she couldn't say ring. So she would go around Ying Ying, Ying Ying. So hence the name Ying Ying. So she quit calling me Nana and started calling me Ying. And it's a Chinese name for grandma. And it's just, it's stuck. And my middle granddaughter is, no, Peyton's my baby's my middle granddaughter. My youngest one's now starting to call me Yang. But my oldest one, I'll always be Nana to her. And wait a minute, I joined my local quilt guild, and they do charity quilts for local foster kids and senior services. That's cool, Cindy. Amy. So everybody just needs to, if you have an idea, just let us know. And when you send your email, if you have a charity of choice, just include it at the bottom. Doesn't mean that's the charity we're going to choose. And if this goes well, the three of us want to do this each year. We're going to kick it off in June, finish it up in September. That gives us ample time to do it and do the mailing circle with each other. So that's pretty much it for today. I got to go out and do some... Mary, thank you. I'm going to go out here and do some pool therapy now and spend my afternoon outside. I've got some grandkids coming to play, and I didn't get sun at the beach, so I'm going to get sun at home. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, when all this goodness kicks off. We're going to learn about Kathy's Cute Creation and what her channel's about and how she got started. And then we're going to end it with the traveling quilt. We're all going to have our take and say on it, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a fun evening. So you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me and letting me ramble on about what all I've done the last week. So you have a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.